Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a plan with me in my Sweet Kawaii design planner. This is my main planner and it is going to be for the week of April 18th through the 24th. I am going to be using this Dino-Mite kit from Sweet Kawaii Design. It was an old Kawaii subscription kit from a year ago, and I'm using a dino themed kit because Darshell from Books and Planners has her Books and Planners book club, and she's doing a monthly planner challenge in addition to a monthly reading challenge. But the planner challenge for the month of April is to do a dinosaur kit, and because I'm like last 2 weeks of April here, I need to use a dinosaur kit. So this will be my last time using this kit because I only have one set of bottom washi left, but because I have 2 sets of date covers, I may try and span this into my memory planner as well this week, because why not? I don't really use a whole lot in my memory planner. I use the date covers and like a decorative sticker up here in the corner and then washi, but I can pull in, I've got some dinosaur washi from Box and Cactus that I can pull in. It's just a little too bright for like my main spread. So with that being said, I'm going to be using this washi from Simply Gilded. Pretty sure this is the washi that I've used every time that I've used this kit, so it goes well, or well enough. Yeah, let's just get into this. Let's do, we'll just start with the blue and work our way down as far as the headers go. It is currently Saturday, April 16th at 1 p.m. in the afternoon. And full disclosure, my nails look rough. I'm in between manis and I needed to give them a few days to breathe. So don't judge and don't look too close, because they're not great. Jensen, I think, is either like struggling to go down for his nap or is asleep. I don't think he's quite asleep yet. I'm watching him on the little monitor camera, but we had quite an eventful morning and then he fell asleep on the way home, so anytime he does that, it's kind of a rough transition to go into nap after that, so I have no idea how long he'll actually sleep. But we had an Adopt a Bunny event this morning at one of the play places. I would say near us, but it wasn't. It's like a 15-minute drive. But they have like a little play area, and then they have a full coffee bar, so you can drink your coffee while you watch your kids play, and it's really nice, and the staff has always been super kind when we've been there. But they did this Adopt a Bunny event where you pay to like reserve your spot, and then you got to adopt a bunny, or pick out a bunny, and then they had like a little like adoption certificate kind of thing, but Jensen's not old enough to fill that out yet, so but it's in his bucket. They had like a craft for him to do, and then you just got to play. They had a snack, and then they did a story time while they hid some eggs, and then they had an egg hunt. He had a lot of fun playing, and it was very, very, very difficult to stop playing to try and eat a snack. But it was from like 10 a.m. to noon, and he eats lunch about 11:15, 11:30, so I knew that if I couldn't get him to eat, he was going to be hangry, and I tried to give him a later breakfast, but, you know, doesn't always work out that way. I tried to plan ahead and it just wasn't enough, because he wanted to play. He didn't want to stop and have a snack, which is like, yeah, I get it, because you're having fun. Like, I wouldn't want to stop what I was doing either to stop and eat. So that was a little bit of a struggle, and then like everyone had to leave the play area because they were hiding the eggs, and he lost it. He was not happy. And so that was fine. I feel like normally I would have been embarrassed, but I was just like, it is what it is. Like, he's, you know, 1.5 years old. I can't really reason. I can tell him, you know, we have to stop playing because they're going to hide eggs. Like, it is what it is. Like, everyone's done playing, not just you, it's everyone. But he's just not old enough to comprehend it yet. I mean, even though I did say those things to him, you know. But, oh well. It was fine. So maybe my meds are working. Did I even talk about it on here? I'm not sure. I started anxiety meds. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's more for depression. They gave me the generic of Zoloft, I think. I tried looking it up because I remember Zoloft being more of a depression med. But it says it works for anxiety as well, so anywho, I started that almost 2 weeks ago, and my doctor said it would take about 2 weeks for me to really even feel any different, and then a full month for it to take full effect. But I feel like I can kind of feel it working. Yeah, I think I can feel it working. I don't know how else to explain it other than there's been a few times at work this past week where I feel like I normally would have lost my shit. And I felt like outwardly I was maybe behaving the same way as like losing my shit, but on the inside, I didn't feel like the world was ending. So I felt like that was a win, and I felt like that was positive. Yeah, so far I'm happy, especially since it's not even been quite the full 2 weeks yet. And then today, normally one of my biggest triggers as of late has been when Jensen is upset and we're in public, and I kind of freak out on the inside and I get like tunnel vision, and I feel like I still got tunnel vision a little bit today, but I don't feel like it was as bad when he started acting out and I couldn't reason with him because, you know, I felt like I had a little bit more conscious awareness of others around me at the time that it was happening. Because he was full on throwing himself on the ground, kicking, screaming, crying, hitting me because he didn't want to stop playing. So, you know, trying really hard. But we made it. We got out. People asked if they could help us, and that was super kind, because I just didn't have enough hands. And once we got to a point, like, and he calms down so fast. It's not even, he doesn't even stay upset for super long, but it's just it's so angry for so, like, all of a sudden, and it's just, I don't know. I don't know if any of that made sense, because I felt like I was not giving you guys all my thoughts while I was saying it, but I don't know. Going on to my date covers. All of that to say, I feel like we might be getting somewhere with the meds. Oh, this works out perfectly. I needed the 18th, like, and that's the first day I have, so that was perfect. Obviously we still have like a couple more weeks before it takes full effect, so I'll be interested to see how that goes over the next couple of weeks. But Drew couldn't go, or, well, okay. He was gonna go with us, but our heater stopped working, and we have had a few cold days, and it's making our house pretty chilly, and the heater stopped working, and they were able to come out today during the time of the Adopt a Bunny event. So Drew stayed home and dealt with that. Our unit is not super old. I think we just hit the I guess it was 5, is it 5 years? I don't think it's 5 years. I don't remember. Our warranty is up, I think, but it's not very old at all. It can't be 5 years. Then we just replaced it like 3 years ago, maybe 2. Because we've been in the house for 6.5, I think. But anyway, the heat wasn't kicking on, so it was a little chilly in the house, and they came over and they fixed it. But he's also not feeling well. Allergies have hit him really hard this week, and he's, like, right now he's taking a nap. My husband's napping, my child is not. He's still wide awake. I can see him on the monitor. But I'm not really sure. My husband's been hit harder with allergies in the last few years. I used to, like, die every seasonal change, but I've not been hit super hard the last few years, so not that I want him to be sick, but it is nice to know that I'm not sick and I'm not having to deal with it. So I have had a lot of mommy Jensen time this week as I've been kind of handling him by myself, and it's been fine. But I do wish that I had someone to help when Jensen's in kind of a rotten mood. And today he wasn't in a terrible mood, but I knew leaving for the bunny event that it was going to be a little challenging because he was not listening when we were at home, like getting dressed and getting ready in the morning. He just was not listening. So I was nervous from the start to even leave the house with him by myself, but we made it and it was fine. I think he had fun. I wish my husband could have been there, but it was fun. Alright, so there's that. Let's figure out what we're going to do with the sidebar. Vincent's still not asleep. He kind of had a rough nap yesterday too, because we went and had a play date with Johnny and Darshell. So we're struggle bussing the last couple of days, but overall I feel like he's doing pretty, pretty good for not having like a great nap yesterday. And I think he's just overly tired because we played outside for almost 2 hours yesterday. Part of it we went on a walk, but the other part, like, he was just running around the yard and playing with some toys outside and just having a good time. And so last night when it came time for bed, like, he was just a little monster because he was so tired. And he didn't sleep in this morning, so I think, like, on top of extra activities going on, like, I think he's just tired too. So I'm gonna put a piece of washi, maybe not, maybe I'm gonna put the I'm gonna put this here and then I'll put a piece of washi on top. I've been using horizontal kits in my vertical planner because I like the shrunken down full boxes. This is a vertical kit, so I don't have as much like space filler on the sidebar to take care of. Alright, there's that, and then a full box. Oh, now Sweet Buddy's crying. You know, like, a lot of these are good because they're kind of multicolored, so they're gonna fit throughout the week. I was kind of feeling this one. He's super cute. And then it's not really a quote box, but, like, I feel like it works. But, like, also this one is kind of cute. Do I have 2 days of yellow? No. Oh my gosh, where there's this little guy. Rawr. Oh my gosh, I'm having the most, like, difficult time. I think this is just so cute. Okay, so while I'm finishing out the sidebar, I can talk to you guys about some more fun things that we're doing for Easter this year. last year Jensen was what, like 8 months old, right? I think he's almost 20 months now, right? So he didn't quite, like, I don't know, didn't quite really get Easter. He was sitting up, but that was about it, last year. So, like, he got to open his basket, but we didn't really do, like, an egg hunt or anything because he just wasn't old enough. So this year, let me get my sidebar stuff going. I've got 2 books going on right now. Let me find my podcast sticker. I still have not organized my stickers. That's what I'm hoping I will be able to do Monday when I have off work. But oh, I do need this one. Let me find my podcast. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, egg hunt. We paid to have the local 4-H group come, and it was like their little fundraiser. They're doing an egg your yard, so we paid, and they should be delivering the eggs and hiding them today at some point. So Jensen will go outside and take his basket and do an egg hunt in our front yard, so we're gonna do that. And then I was kind of hoping that they would come during nap time. I have no idea when they're coming though, to do that. And then we're gonna dye eggs tomorrow morning, which he's never done. I have no idea how that's gonna go, but we're gonna dye eggs and go over to my dad's tomorrow after nap, and he's gonna do an egg hunt at my dad's house. He's like super into the eggs this year because they're kind of like balls, so he's like, you know, all about it. So it's been kind of fun to see him get excited about little things. So I'm still listening to The Silent Patient. I'm about halfway done, I think. I had a lot of people like recommend and love that book, and right now I'm like so into it. I don't know if it's because I'm listening to it on an audio and I've been having like a hard time listening to it in the car, because he's got an accent, and I always struggle when people have accents. It's not even a strong accent, but it's definitely like a British accent, and I'm struggling just a little bit. Kindle, I am still reading Truth or Beard. I think I'm going to read here in a little bit, try and read a little bit of that, but I just want to finish it this month, so we still got a bit of time. Tracking my steps, and then down here, I need my planner Instagram stickers, which again, I haven't reloaded my book, so they're all still in here, I think. And then I need some for $2 Tuesday and Freebie Friday. So I'm gonna get out 3. Sweet buddy, are you finally asleep? He got one of those little bunnies at the play event, and he was taking it in his crib and like with his body too, and the bunny like hopping it around his crib, and it was so cute, but also like take a nap. Okay, well, let's put an Instagram one here for my posting. I think this week will go better, simply because, think about there, I don't have things going on in the evenings this week. I mean, other than the norm that we go to like my dad's for dinner on Monday and we go to swim on Tuesday. We don't have anything really going on this week, and so that's kind of nice. Like, we have tentative plans for the weekend, but nothing crazy. Whew, sorry about the yawn. I want to put a walk sticker in, but I've been having some pretty gnarly foot pain for the past month, which is a little frustrating because I want to be walking, but I may have to shift gears this week and do more of working out, because I think I did something to my foot. They did an x-ray at my doctor and she didn't see anything on it, no arthritis or anything. So I think it's either like fallen arch or I've stretched a tendon or something, but I went on a walk yesterday. Actually, my foot doesn't hurt super bad today. I've been resting it for 2 weeks now, and I don't know, that's why I went on the walk yesterday, because I was so frustrated that resting it didn't seem to be doing anything. But it feels okay today. I mean, it definitely hurts, but let's do this like light blue water. I have been terrible with my water this week, so that's gonna be my priority again next week. My meds have suppressed my appetite. Like today it's 1 o'clock and I've had nothing to eat. So as soon as I'm done planning this, I'm gonna go make something and eat something. But I've not ate much this week at all, which is kind of an issue. It's not, because once I start eating, like, I can eat, but I'm just not hungry. I don't know. So there's that. And because I'm not hungry, I'm also back into this, I'm not thirsty. So I've been going like all day without drinking anything, which is what, you know, like, that's not good either. So I don't know, working on it, I guess. I know the huge importance of water in my life. I feel so much better when I drink water, so I don't know, I'm struggling, guys. Jensen is not asleep. He is still awake. Yesterday, it took him till about 1:45 to fall asleep, and usually he's asleep by 12:30, so there's that. Okay, let's go into this week. So Monday, I actually have the day off work, and I am getting my oil changed. So I want to put something in, like, day off sticker, or something. I don't know if there was a day off typography in here or not. Oh, there is. Sweet. Day off and like a celebration. I saw the one, there's like a jumbo sticker of the dinosaur sleeping in. I wish. But I'm going to take Jensen to daycare on Monday. I kept him home yesterday because I had the day off, but I kept him home and we had like a mommy and Jensen day. But Monday I want to do planner stuff and I need to get my oil changed. So he's gonna go to daycare so that I can do that. Let's see. See what kind of fun. Would that look cute if I put it kind of like, maybe I'll do that. That's cute. This has been like maybe from the old Dino kit or from a freebie. Like, I've had it for a very long time. Yeah, that's cute, right? Not that you guys can talk to me. I guess I could zoom you in. That'd be helpful, huh? And then I'm getting my oil changed, so I'm gonna pick up Starbucks. I tend to do that before I go get my oil changed. This could be me, but I'm guessing I will not get a cold drink. I'm guessing I'll get a hot drink. But I mean, like, I've got so many coffee stickers. Oh, actually, this one's kind of cute. Yeah, pick up Starbucks for that. Then let's do a half box for the oil change. It's a blue day. I used to have oil change Mixie Cat stuff stickers, but I think I'm out. We'll go see what kind of car stickers I have. Oh, I have one left. Sweet. So I'll be reading my book while I do that, because I just sit there and wait with my car. Okay, let's see. Let's do a full box, maybe, or the full box would go at the bottom. I've got a functional full box. Got a lot of full boxes. What other day has a Saturday? I'm gonna be doing a lot of planner stuff. Yeah, that'll work. I don't really like the bone. I don't know why. I think I might switch it out for this egg instead. Not that I dislike the bone, I don't know. I like the egg better. Then let's do maybe a half box? All the way at the bottom? For whatever I do Monday night. And then I can do a little sticker there for dinner at my dad's. That'll be cute. That's really the only day though I know of what's going on. So that'll be like the only day that's actually planned out. Okay, let's see. Tuesday, I believe, Jensen is 20 months old, and I think that's... Yeah, that's my bonus mom's birthday. No one else has a birthday this week, so get my $2 Tuesday stickers out. This one? Got two different fonts going. There we go. Birthday sticker for my bonus mom. Little Frank with the birthday cake. And then I think I do want a sticker for Jensen being 20 months old. We're not like super tracking his month like development at this point, but it's just kind of cool to keep track of. He's growing like so fast, you know? I don't like, it's crazy. Don't really have any green full boxes, I don't think. I've got some that have like green in it, but I don't have like a full green one. So let's do the clouds. Maybe kind of fun to put a cloud with some sort of icon for 20 months old. 20, right? Just 20? I'm like second guessing myself. Yeah, 20 months old. Is it? Yeah, holy cow. Whew. It's crazy. It's gone so fast. Yeah, a little unicorn will work. There we go. Let's do, he's got swim class. So let's do this green one. With a swim something. This one, it's a little bit of a dark green, but it works. For swim, I haven't used one of these fox and cactus ones in a while to mark his swim class. And then we typically go to dinner after. So I may put the full box all the way at the bottom. And I think I'm going to use this one, What a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Or, yeah, it's not really enough room. Yeah, that'll do. I feel like I could also do another full box or a half box there, but yeah, I might. No, I won't. I could if I respace things out, but that'll be okay. I'll put some sort of icon there. And then Wednesday, I don't think we have anything going on. So I'll probably use a couple full boxes. I'm trying to look. I want to make sure that I use this one. Because I've got a couple orange boxes. I've got a pink one. I've got a blue. I just don't have a green one. I may have to use that on the green day, or I can use the functional stuff. I've got plenty. Okay, so let's use this one. Let's do like this all the way at the top, which this one's super cute. Meh, I'll do it tomorrow. What's the worst that could happen? That's like the adult version of saying I'll get gas in the morning. It's like a mistake every single time. And then let's do like a little bit of a space. And then do this full box. And gosh, do a space and then a quarter box. I think that that's cute. I can always shift things around as the day happens and things come up, but that's like a really cute start to this week. I'm loving this a lot. I also want to put in my weekend banner before I forget because it's really cute. It's a little eggs. Oh, I love it. And I want to put that at the top. Ooh, or I could put it at the bottom. Let's do it at the top. There we go. Okay, cute. Okay, Thursday. Again, I'm not really sure what the plans are for Thursday, so let's just put down some boxes, but I want to open it up so I can compare it to Wednesday so I don't mess things up. I've got a couple full boxes here too. I've got 2 functional full boxes and a decorative that I could use, but I could also use this decorative in the memory planner too, so not like tied down to using it, but maybe we use this guy. Let's use a half box. I have also like 3 half boxes in this color too. It's like peachy orange color. A little space, like a half box size space. And then, oh, maybe another one of these in the middle. I do have a quarter box. Maybe I could do, for sure this is going to be shifted around a little bit and that's fine. Okay, I like this layout. It's a wee bit crooked. Let me straighten it out a little bit. Okay, and then, like I said, Friday, I think I'm going, oh, actually Friday I'm at an autism summit all day, which is kind of fun. I'm excited to go do something and learn not write reports all day. I'm gonna do that on Friday, so I'll probably stop and get coffee on the way there. So let's do this one. Love that sticker. Starbucks there, and then it's pink. So let's do the functional full box because I'm gonna be doing that all day. And then I wanna do, could do this one on Sunday. Yeah, let me do that. I'm gonna do this one on Sunday all the way at the bottom. I think. Maybe. I know I'm going, I think I'm going to like a dinner thing Friday afterwards. Possibly. And then let's do another half box. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that for now. Anyway, I can change it later. We might also be going to the zoo, and actually this is like the perfect kit. I hope we get to go to the zoo. They have these dinosaurs there that are super cool that everyone keeps talking about. So like that would be a really cool weekend to go because it's a dinosaur kit. Let's do this one all the way at the bottom. Dinosaur puns are terrible. And then, ooh, Yikes on bikes. Okay, so I've got 1/2 box and 1/4 box in the blue. So if I leave a space and do the 1/2 box, I can put this 1/4 box in the middle and have a space above and below. Okay, actually that worked out perfect. Okay, last day, Sunday. Let's do this one at the top. And I could scoot that one up a little bit more if I needed to, but I have a lot of pink functional stuff. I thought. Maybe I don't. Maybe they're all 1/4 boxes. I may need to move this around. Yeah, I can't really do this many 1/4 boxes. Okay, let me shift. Let's do this one. Some of these are going a little crooked, and that's okay. I'll fix them as the week goes on, and then let's do still have one more 1/4 box. Do the opposite maybe of how I did. Oh, that's because it's not supposed to be pink. Someone's yelling at me. It's green. Which makes a lot more sense because I swear I remembered saying that I had a lot of green functional, or that I had a lot of functional for Sunday. And then I was like, no, I don't. Why would I say that? I definitely do. Sweet. That saved the day. Someone eventually would have said something in the comments. Someone always does. And I really appreciate it when you guys do that. There's been a couple times you guys have caught errors that I've made that I didn't even like notice at all. There. That will be much nicer. Alright, so the leftovers of this kit, like I said, I'm going to use it in my memory planner this week, but they'll just end up getting distributed and saved for extras. So there's not a ton left in it. I've done a pretty good job. Obviously, like, the icons are super easy to use any other time of the year. So anywho, let's zoom you out. Oops, I did this last time too. All right, that is it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I know it was a little bit chattier, but long time no chat. It's been a while, so that is it. And I will be sharing pictures on Instagram throughout the week, hopefully. But as always, I do PR for Sweet Kawaii Design, and you can use my code Kayla10 to get 10% off your order, plus this super cute freebie. These rainbow freebies are good through the end of April, so if you have some to collect, definitely get your orders in now so you can grab the rest of your collection. And that is it. I will see you guys next week with another Plan With Me. Bye, guys.